Nestled deep within a secluded tributary valley of the Moselle River in Germany, Eltz Castle is a fairy tale vision brought to life. It rises majestically from a craggy rock outcropping, surrounded on three sides by the Eltz River, its distinctive turrets, gables, and half-timber-bird sections seeming to defy gravity itself. For over 850 years, this architectural jewel has remained remarkably intact, a testament to its formidable defenses and the enduring legacy of the noble Eltz family, who still own it today. Unlike many castles that fell into ruin or were destroyed by war, Eltz has stood the test of time, proudly displaying centuries of history within its untouched walls. But for all its picturesque beauty, Eltz Castle harbors a legendary secret, a story of incredible bravery and defiance that blurs the line between myth and historical fact. The tale of Countess Agnes Eltz, a female knight who it is said defended the castle alone against an invading army, becoming the castle's eternal guardian. The central question that Eltz Castle forces us to confront is this: is the legend of Agnes Eltz a romanticized embellishment, a collective memory of extraordinary courage, or is it a chilling truth, the story of a lone woman clad in armor, who truly stood against impossible odds to save her ancestral home? To unmask the Lady of Steel is to delve into a world where medieval chivalry met brutal siege warfare, where the strength of a single individual defied an army, and where the spirit of a legendary warrior forever guards the stone heart of Eltz Castle. Eltz Castle is unique among German castles for several reasons. It is one of only 3 castles on the left bank of the Rhine in Rhineland-Palatinate that has never been destroyed. It has been continuously owned by the same family, the House of Eltz, for over 850 years. This continuity is a testament to its strategic location, its formidable defenses, and perhaps the enduring spirit of its protectors. The castle's structure is a fascinating blend of multiple family lines. Divided into 3 main houses, Rubinach, Rodendorf, and Kempenich, each owned by different branches of the Eltz family, it forms a complex, multi-layered dwelling rather than a single unified fortress. This unique communal living arrangement allowed the family to pool resources for defense, making Eltz an even more formidable stronghold. Eltz was built on a rock spur, and its architecture follows the natural contours of the land, with towers rising up to 8 stories high. It's surrounded by a natural moat formed by the river and dense forest, making any approach difficult and visible. For centuries, it served as a symbol of power, wealth, and the enduring resilience of a noble lineage. This long, unbroken line of ownership and the castle's unique structure provide the perfect backdrop for a legend of ultimate defense. The legend of Countess Agnes Eltz, sometimes referred to as Agnes von Unzu Eltz, is the jewel in the crown of Eltz Castle's extensive history. While details vary, the core narrative remains consistently dramatic. During the Eltz Feud, Eltz Fed, which occurred between 1331 and 1336, the Eltz family found themselves in conflict with the Archbishop and Elector Balduin of Trier, one of the most powerful princes of the Holy Roman Empire. The Archbishop, seeking to assert his feudal authority, laid siege to Eltz Castle. The critical moment of the legend arrives when, according to the tale, most of the male defenders of the castle had either fallen in battle, been called away, or were simply too few to hold the walls. It was then that Agnes Eltz, the young, courageous daughter of one of the noble families, stepped forward. Clad in armor, Agnes donned a full suit of armor. Wielding a sword battle axe, she armed herself with a sword or, in some versions, a formidable battle axe. Defending the postern gate, she positioned herself at a critical, vulnerable point, often described as the postern gate or a breach in the walls, and fought fiercely. Her sacrifice, the legend culminates in her heroic single-handed defense, often implying she fought to the death, or at least until reinforcements arrived, ultimately saving the castle. This story is incredibly powerful. It challenges medieval gender norms, depicting a woman in the role of a knight, a warrior. It embodies the ultimate familial loyalty and courage, a lone figure standing against an invading army. Her spirit is said to still protect the castle, with her battle axe or a lock of her hair sometimes presented as relics within the castle walls. But how much of this tale is true, and how much is the embellishment of centuries of storytelling? While the romanticized image of a lone female knight might stretch the bounds of historical probability, the Eltz Feud itself is a very real and well-documented historical event. The Eltz Feud was a significant and brutal conflict. Balduin, siege. Archbishop Balduin did indeed lay siege to Eltz Castle. He was a formidable opponent who even constructed a counter-castle, Eltz Castle, on a hill opposite Eltz, from which he could bombard the fortress with catapults and trebuchets. Prolonged conflict. The siege lasted for several years, showcasing the incredible resilience of the Eltz defenders and the strength of their castle. Technological warfare. Balduin eventually used early gunpowder, artillery, trebuchets capable of firing large stones, and possibly primitive firearms, signaling a new era of siege warfare. The truth about the defense of Eltz Castle during this period points to extraordinary courage, but it was a collective effort, not a solo one. Multiple defenders. The Eltz family, being a large, multi-branch household, would have had numerous knights, soldiers, and servants to defend the castle. A single woman, no matter how brave, would not have been able to hold an entire section of the walls alone against a determined army for long. Strategic ingenuity. The Eltz family ultimately surrendered to Balduin, not through a direct breach, but likely through a negotiated peace, or after their resources were exhausted. However, their ability to withstand such a powerful opponent for years speaks volumes about their collective military prowess and the castle as inherent strength. The power of lore. While Agnes may not have literally fought alone, the legend likely stems from a kernel of truth. Perhaps a woman did show exceptional courage during a critical moment, inspiring those around her, or perhaps the story was crafted to embody the fierce, unbroken spirit of the Eltz family's defense. Medieval chronicles often exaggerated individual heroic deeds to inspire patriotism and pride. The Lady of Steel is therefore less likely a literal solo fighter, and more likely a powerful symbol, a personification of the Eltz family's tenacious defense, their refusal to yield, and the bravery exhibited by all who fought to protect their ancestral home. The emotional truth of Agnes's courage, even if exaggerated, is what truly endures. Eltz Castle stands today as a living, breathing testament to medieval architecture, family legacy, and the enduring power of a good story. It is a place of undeniable beauty, but beneath that picturesque exterior lies a history of intense conflict and unwavering defense. The truth of the Eltz Feud highlights the brutal realities of medieval warfare and the incredible resilience required to defend such a stronghold. The castle's survival for 850 years, without destruction, is a real-life architectural miracle. The legend of Countess Agnes Eltz, the female knight who defended the castle alone, is a beautiful and powerful narrative that captures the imagination. While historical scrutiny suggests the defense was a collective effort, Agnes represents the unyielding spirit of the Eltz family, the bravery of all who stood against overwhelming odds, and the idea that courage knows no gender. Her story is a testament to the power of human spirit against impossible odds. Eltz Castle remains unconquered by time or war. Its walls, still echoing with centuries of history, continue to tell the story of a family that fought fiercely for their home. And for many, the spirit of Agnes, the Lady of Steel, forever stands guard, a silent, powerful presence ensuring that the heart of Eltz Castle beats on, eternally defiant.